Welcome back, movie fans, to my review of M3GAN, a killer robot horror movie releasing in January. None of these ingredients necessarily make for the most appetizing combo, but after film Twitter memeified the poster and the trailer to death, maybe Blumhouse did strike gold. We follow a brilliant toy company roboticist who uses artificial intelligence to develop M3GAN, a lifelike doll programmed to emotionally bond with her newly orphaned niece. But when her programming works just a bit too well, M3GAN becomes overprotective of her new friend with terrifying consequences. And I would be lying if I told you I went into this film excited. Releasing a horror movie in January does not have the best track record. And when you add on to that a killer AI plot, which we've seen done thousands of times, to good results, mixed results, horrible results, it just doesn't generate anticipation for me. I would also be lying if I didn't tell you that Blumhouse delivered a movie that has no right being this good and this fun. M3GAN fully leans into its creepiness with a silly yet surprisingly effective juxtaposition between thrills and campy laughs, while also functioning as a clever satire on modern parenting and our dependent relationship with technology from a young age. Its psychological undercurrent explores parent and children's relationships and how we're shaped by the way we're brought up in our formative years into who we eventually become. And while it doesn't go beyond the surface, this thematic throughline has a welcoming and commendable presence in the film, clear in the relationship between Gemma and her niece, Katie, where she's unprepared to be a mother. She's focused on her job and in revolutionizing the toy industry. And this film pokes a lot of fun at the toy making industry, and it's hilarious. But this relationship brings with it many discussions on mortality, and it works because one character is unprepared to be a mother and really doesn't know how to deal with the child despite working on a toy making company, which says a lot. And this child, excellently played by Viola McGraw, she's just learning about the limits of life, about that relationship, that connection between life and death. But you come here for M3GAN, and M3GAN is a camp icon. She is incredible. She does and says so many unexpected things. She looks incredible. I understand she was brought to life by two different actresses, one for the dialogue, another for the body movement and the dancing and the action sequences, and it's all so seamless because you have an actor physically playing this character, another actor voicing, bringing across the character's demeanor and psychology, and then you have the model that's just there, still being creepy as hell in the most unnerving sequences in the film. But that's what really elevates M3GAN. It's that this film knows exactly what it is. It understands its nature with a level of self-awareness that is really so rare these days. But you come and stay for a hilariously bonkers horror film that keeps upping and embracing how over the top it's willing to go with shocking laughs and excessively outlandish sequences. My audience was roaring with laughter and gasping at the shocks. And I don't just necessarily mean the kill sequences. You know you're going to get those set pieces. But what this film delivers in terms of surprises are those laughs, are those winks at the audience. It is that understanding in tone that is so clear from M3GAN's presence on screen. From the very beginning, you notice this gap of understanding between an adult and a kid, but while it kind of fails and is not so effective on the dramatic sense, in terms of the campiness of it all, in terms of the silliness, how it embraces that part of itself, it makes for an unforgettable experience. So while I will tell you M3GAN is an excellent theater experience, I don't necessarily think it makes for quite a great movie. as I found myself anticipating the set pieces and just relishing whatever was coming out of M3GAN's mouth next, whatever she was going to do or say, but I just never was that captivated by the story, precisely because it just doesn't go beyond the surface. It plays it fairly conventional, but it is held up by a strong cast and a keen sense of identity. I was never bored, but also never fully invested outside its most satisfying set pieces, and a lot of that is due to M3GAN feeling overall hindered by a PG-13 rating. Not ruined, but some of its funnest moments just suddenly stopped as to not push it to an R rating territory. And to me, that juxtaposition of dread and laughter would have been so much more effective if the kill sequences were more violent. The campiness is firing on all cylinders, but the film's more horrifying elements are somewhat undermined, just cutting it short from being great. It's a change I understand, and it has clearly paid off for Blumhouse, a $12 million budgeted film that went viral off of its first poster. Not to mention the trailer. It captivated people's attention, and it's clearly calling a big crowd to come and enjoy what is a really solid entry-level horror film in cinemas. It's far from perfect, but M3GAN is hitting all the right notes. It's a laugh riot of a film and such a fun, shared experience with a big crowd in total sync with the film's sensibilities. And as I dive into my final thoughts on M3GAN, don't forget the fun part, where you share your thoughts and start the conversation in the comments below. If you're enjoying this review, there's many more like it right up here. All my 2022 movie reviews, with more reviews to come this year. If you enjoy these types of videos, if you enjoy rankings and lists, if you just want to talk more movies and TV, this is the place to be. Consider clicking that subscribe button and you won't miss any future conversation on your favorite movies and TV. M3GAN is an absolute campy hoot. Its sense of self-awareness reaches ridiculous heights, with infectious laughs and pantomiming thrills. Could have used an R rating, but it is so delightfully over the top, one relishes its time spent with this twistedly absurd horror. I'm giving M3GAN a B. That's my review on everyone's new favorite killer robot. Thank you so much for watching. There should be another 2023 movie review right here somewhere, as well as my spoiler-free review for Season 1 of The Last of Us. Big thanks to my channel members for always supporting the channel, and I'll be back very soon. So until then, love each other and love the movies.